We come here in Copenhagen because climate change poses a grave and growing danger.
Stop global cooling campaign going on. Look out for carbon septillionaires. Videos up on youtube.com/support local scene. With the ClimateGate hoax exposed. How did the street action go last week?
Street action went great. We had a lot of fun. Andrew, one of our truthers here, came up with the idea of stop global cooling because we were just there freezing our butts off, trying to hand out flyers. People are taking them. Some people aren't. People just don't want to take their hands in their pockets or stop in many cases. But then we started having fun with it when Andrew started saying stop global cooling, and we just went stop global cooling.
Stop global cooling, folks. We all have to do our part.
Yeah. Stop global cooling, folks!
Do your part to stop global cooling.
And together we can stop global cooling.
I got a million ways to get it.
Stop global cooling.
Choose one. It's going down. The new world order's getting clowned. On to the next. No one world government. Take your carbon tax and start shoving it. On to the next. No one world government. Take your carbon tax and start shoving it. Hold up. To the next, no one world government. No thanks, crooks, kooks'n'spooks, start shoving it. Al Gore, hockey stick, shovelin. Man, bad pig, so cereal. Imperial, bumblin. Triple gin, big gay, Al, Gin-guzzling. So cold since March '07, so puzzling. UN launched, then Hunch, when tax coming in like Pavlov. They treat us like dogs to use less than them. Who? Rockefellers at the top, pledge allegiance to the rock. Eyes wide shut, doc, PhDs make disease for militaries. Don't think they wouldn't lie for the IPCC. Can't get the weather for the weekend, please. Telling me in 20 years we guaranteed to freeze. Newsweek cover for a 70s scheme. Global cooling back then, global warming now, please. Cease and desist. This is a citizens arrest and development. Finally rebelling, yes. Pumping out CO2 with the weight. I speak free. Green Hitler youth can't say to me. Can't quit till we free of the insanity. Saying carbon dioxide is bad for trees. On to the next, no one world government. Take your carbon tax and start shoving it. On to the next, no one world government. Take your carbon tax and start shoving it. Hold up. Eugenics behind and viral schizophrenic. Control freak, soul weak, bootlicking menace. Yuppie puppy dog, recycled commie Rottweiler. Socialist with a fist up your assets. Smiling like they're saving the earth by enslaving the earth. Cold enslaving, paving graves in the third world. First world got a thirst. Greenwashing won't work. I'm not working out a problem. I'm a problem at work. I'm being a problem for jerks who lie. Spine tax and increase the attacks till there's no going back. There's always going back. Piece of paper don't mean jack. Blue bin that like Bin Laden been found back when the war on terror rapture was taking all our rights. Now the global warring rapture takes our stuff. Gotta fight. Tough love don't bite, but don't get bitten by the hardcore mind control victims in a prison. Planet.com drop bombs. Paul Joe blow up another scandal. ClimateGate show. They know they lied. Admit they emails trying East Anglia you. Finding angles all the time and caught just in time to stop us coping with enslavement. Better fly her up and hit the pavement. Straight up. On to the next. No one world government. Take your carbon tax and start shoving it. On to the next. No one world government. Take your carbon tax and start shoving it. Hold up. I pop carbon bubbles. Before you double your money, I cause trouble. Before you double the trouble, I'm gonna hustle harder than the bars of BS. Let's rumble. Can't be stopped. Plans popping off a lot. Lick a shot for you bin laden block. Please stop and think if they really care when they try to stop. GMO food, mercury, and real toxic slop. Waste mind on disaster predictions based on fiction. This no movie, dereliction of duty. The prescription, let's see the uniform. Learn what's going on. Attack like Voltron till the Gore bot's gone. Get an addiction for freedom you keep for you and your children. Can't be chillin' when it's chilly. And green villains say it isn't. Oh, no matter what, it's our fault. Earth worship, death call. To heck with people now. What about the weather later? What? You got this. On to the next. No one world government. Take your carbon tax and start shoving it. On to the next. No one world government. Take your carbon tax and start shoving it. On to the next. No one world government. Take your carbon tax and start shoving it. On to the next. No one world government. Take your carbon tax and start shoving it.
Last week's street action went great, and We're not trying to be anything but what we are. We're dealing with 21st century brainwashing. We're all victims of it.
We will engage in a global effort to mobilize $100 billion in financing by 2020, if, and only if, it is part of a broader accord that I've just described.
All right, and pause again. What he's saying there is, I'll give $100 billion to the third world, but we'll do it in 2020, 10 years after we're taxing you for carbon. Do you understand what that means?
If the sea levels, by the models that we have now, are going to rise 3 feet in the next 100 years, can that be reversed at all? Can that be lessened?
Even if we reduce CO2 output at the current level and leave it level, the climate will continue to warm. So even by stopping increase of CO2 today, we will have a warming, we will have a sea level increase.
We've had extensive negotiations in the so-called Major Economies Forum over 6 or 7 sessions over the course of the year. A number of other things leading into Copenhagen, all culminating eventually with the leaders there and getting down to brass tacks on some tough issues.
There were no energy taxes, no carbon taxes. In fact, no deal that really costs anybody any money, and that's what the Albertans, our energy capital, were worried about, was it not?
Well, although, Craig, I think we should point out the Alberta government was the first government in North America to introduce a carbon pricing scheme where companies who emit above a certain level actually have to reduce their emissions or pay into a clean energy fund.
It's starting to affect all of us right now. December 18th, end of the Copenhagen COP15 summit, a world government treaty was created that will essentially tax everything on Earth and consider carbon dioxide, or what we exhale, what plants breathe, to be a toxic pollutant. And so when things this insane are going on, people need to figure out what they can do about it, because we need to do something about it.
And there is a similarity between ClimateGate and Watergate, and it's this. What was stolen is immaterial. The question is, who were the burglars and who paid them?
They allege scientists have been cooking the books to support the view that the global warming is caused by human activity rather than a naturally occurring phenomenon.
It is admitted even in the emails that have been revealed from the Climate Research Unit. They say it is a travesty that we have no explanation for this unexpected development.
This is not fiction. It is science. Unchecked, climate change will pose unacceptable risks to our security, our economies, and our planet.
In March 2007, the United Nations IPCC report stated that if we didn't act right away, there would be global warming. And that's what they called it at first, before they now sometimes use climate change. That was in March 2007. In the 2.5 years since, it's gotten colder worldwide. There's been snow in places like California and Texas that rarely or never see snow.
We will be moving forward with a -20 by 2020 target.
Cutting our emissions in the range of 17% by 2020.
And we'll be moving forward with harmonization on a continental basis.
Acting like the panels of a greenhouse, warming the entire planet.
The number of polar bears haven't increased. Do you think they're endangered?
ClimateGate, the hoax exposed, Danny Liberty's work at youtube.com/supportlocalscene. Definitely got to check that out.
We're not doing a debate.
No, this is a question. You must answer the question. Yes, but I would appreciate his answer to the court. A British High Court judge